Hashtag no music, no intro. We are back. Saints Block Party podcast presented by Precious Works LLC. We are in week 16. It is Christmas Eve, and we are joining y'all on a Tuesday night to preview the Saints and Titans game in week 16. It's fun. Well, I want to first give a lot of love if you are watching this on YouTube live, if you're listening to this, whether you're listening to this live right now on YouTube, if you are, hit that like and subscribe button. If you're listening on an audio format, either, this holiday week, appreciate it because we understand it's a holiday week. So appreciate y'all for just tuning in and everything. We wanted to get this out, tonight, get it posted tonight, at least the YouTube version of it. We understand tomorrow's Christmas Eve and all that. So we just wanted to, get it out, because we understand it's family time and all that for the holidays. So we understand. And then one other shout out I wanted to give, I'm wearing some merch that we found. I think it was on Instagram. So the t-shirt says, "No one is illegal on stolen land built by stolen hands." That comes from Mahogany Mommies on Instagram or mahoganymommies.com. Just want to give a quick shout out for the merch shirt that I'm wearing tonight. So this game has changed drastically for the Saints, this Titans Saints game, because couple of weeks ago, this game potentially was going to be for the number 1 overall pick in the draft.
Ass off.
And now, so much has changed for the Saints, where they're now going for their 4th win in a row to get to 6-10. To get to 6-10. And would probably likely at that point fall to, I don't know, like maybe 9th in the draft, 10th in the draft. Who fucking knows at that point? It just goes to show how much everything has changed, how Tyler Shuck has changed the perception of the team. And I'll say this, even before Tyler Shuck got thrusted and starting, like Brandon Staley was doing things defensively even before he got in there, which was super impressive, and that has just improved over the last couple of weeks and last couple of months. And the team is heading in the right direction, and the hope is palpable right now. Not only for the Saints, but also for the Pelicans, who I think who won 4 or 5 straight. Or they lost tonight, but before tonight, I think they had won 4 or 5 straight themselves.
What? All right. Gail told us, bro. Gail told us. Gail said, calm your asses down. I got this.
She did.
Oh, we just gotta live with it.
Okay, I will say that is okay. So that's a trope. Someone got in our SBP Twitter mentions last night, and he was like, "Oh, like I was the one that was on like one of your live shows saying that like the Saints shouldn't fire Mickey Loomis," and they're like, "Do you disagree with me now?" And I was like, "No, like I don't like I don't at all." Yeah. But this is something I want to ask you. Do you remember what I said? Like for Mickey Loomis to be successful, like what would have to happen essentially?
Vaguely. What'd you say?
I said that he would need to luck into a good head coach and a good quarterback, just like he did with Sean Payton and Drew Brees. And it's early, but the early results is that he may have done that. And
that was the hope. That was the hope. It's like, man, look, at the very least, only hope we have is Mickey could luck into the HC quarterback combo. And then go from there.
it masks so much. Like
Right.
people don't understand how much Sean and Drew masked the Mickey mistakes over the years. Like it's tons. And I'm not saying Mickey doesn't deserve some of the credit from this offseason. I'm not saying that. The Chase Young we talked about on the recap pod. The Chase Young signing, great re-signing. G, who used to be in our Discord, no longer in our Discord, but it came on my timeline. He made this point that Jawan Johnson is having, like, if you take away like the Jimmy Graham seasons, like one of the best seasons for a Saints tight end ever, like aside from the Jimmy Graham seasons, which is like really wild, which is
bro.
Which is wild. So like that re-signing is working out as well. I still contend like I want to see him make those plays like early in the season, because at one point in the season, you were like, when he caught passes, you were either expecting him to fumble it or you were expecting him to drop it. Like
I'm still like that.
Still, bro.
Every time when he run, I'm like,
still.
But so he's changing. He's changing his narrative. He is changing the narrative about himself. So credit where credit is due. You know, only he can control that, and he's doing that.
I'm not. Mark just being a terrorist in the chat.
So I ain't got no time.
None. So, but I will say this: like the things that has gone well this offseason, like that doesn't erase the stretch of time since like 2022 to now that all the error, like those errors from that time period to like before this offseason would have gotten most GMs fired. Like legitimately would have gotten most GMs would be unemployed.
Absolutely.
So like this thing of like, oh well, like do you agree that he like that's that? Now I will say that if Kellen keeps evolving as a head coach and keeps Mickey in check, and I say in check like lightly because Mickey Sills ultimately runs the show, but if they run this collaborative where Kellen actually has like say, and obviously the Shuck pick says he had say. We talked about this on our draft recap. Like he had a lot of say in the Kelvin Banks pick. You feel more comfortable of where the team is heading going forward. But the things that still worries us going into the offseason is like, we saw it in the picture, bro, and Kellen and
that's the funniest picture I've ever seen in my life. He just like
just peacocking, bro.
I did that. I did that. I built this brick by brick. But I tell you,
is that with that hubris now at like 150%, is that going to be able to be contained this offseason? Like that's the biggest word.
Ooh.
That's the biggest word, because now he's feeling himself. Don't let this team go 7-10 to end the season. They go 7-10.
Beat the Falcons. South Saints fans are gonna be lit. Boy, them season ticket sales gonna start coming in a little better. You ain't gonna be able to tell them shit, bro.
Nothing, bro.
I just hope Kellen, through this process, is able to build himself a little cachet, clout, whatever you want to call it. Just confidence, like self-confidence to go in there and say, look, no, I don't want to do this. This is what the plan needs to be going forward. This is how I want to. I want to see Kellen just kind of take charge, and Loomis, you just be the facilitator. Sure. Add your 2 cents in here and there because you have experience, but no, you let Kellen be the facilitator. I mean, let Kellen be the driving force, and you facilitate the head coach. That's really how it should be in most franchises. You know what I'm saying? But I think when Kellen came in, Kellen kind of understood that, okay, I'm a young coach.
Yep.
I don't have any skins on the wall. Let me just kind of play my role and prove what I can do. And now you're starting to prove a little bit. So, okay, like cash the check now, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, go ahead and show something. Look, I picked this quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I picked this quarterback.
I like signed, sealed, delivered. And now he's
signed, sealed.
And now he's like, I've shown y'all like you're seeing what he can do, like 100%. Is this a Jason cup? Oh yeah, no, it's a Halloween. It's a Halloween 2 cup apparently.
Oh.
Sorry.
on Christmas. That's my type of shit.
So let me catch up in the chat. Lewis said the right quarterback makes the whole team look good. Green flag.
Yep.
He's not Breeze, but it is like Breeze to make backups look sweet. It's one of my biggest things about Shuck that makes me confident going forward about him.
100%, bro.
And I've talked about it early, like not even before the Jets game, like out there just making the all. And you've talked about this in the all 22. The offense at times still gets stagnant. There's still some inconsistencies and things like that, but he just has this ability to elevate talent around him that you don't see it very often from young quarterbacks. You could argue that you don't see it very often from a lot of starting quarterbacks. Like you just don't. You don't see it. So that is such a trait. Where I feel like as a Saints fan, you should feel very excited about going forward.
No question. Because it's a floor. Like it gives you a floor. Like, okay.
Yes.
Beat up, tore up offensive line. Beat up, tore up wide receiver core. Beat up, tore up running back room. One tight end worth the damn. And you're able to do this. You know what I'm saying? And you go, oh, it's against, they ain't played anybody, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. Like, they're playing NFL teams and with not many legitimate NFL players on the roster. So that just gives you a floor. So you look at it and it's like, okay, if I go get legit talent, like legit top 5, top 10 players at positions, then what will it look like? Will the tide continue to rise? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the question I want to ask. That's what I want to find out. And that's what gives me hope, just that he's at least set this floor right here,
Justin Cash. Oh, before I get to Justin Cash, Mindereese 25, $4.99 super chat said, just wanted to show y'all love. Hashtag shucking and jiving. Much love, Maurice. I wanted to say this on the Zoom. I know I made a comment on your Instagram post, bro, but I just wanted to give you love on the pod right now and just give you condolences, everything, losing your pops and everything. I know that happened recently, but we wanted to give you love from the bottom of our hearts and everything. From
praying for you, bro.
We're praying for you, bro. And, love, condolences, everything you're going through, brother. Justin Cash said, "What is y'all free agency wish list? Any names? We'll do a whole free agency pod.
We gonna cook. We gonna cook. Believe that,
bro. Do you realize? Like this off season is like the first one where we like like we just rubbing our hands like Birdman rubbing our hands together like ooh. I will throw one name out there, and I made this tweet that I didn't regret it because I said I wouldn't sign any free agent running backs, and I saw 2 that I was like, okay, let me take that back. I have a feeling that he's going to be re-signed by his current team because just the way he's producing and performing right now. But you give me a Kenneth Gainwell?
Yeah.
I
didn't realize he was FA. I was like,
I had no idea, Wolf. I would guess that the Steelers would do what they needed to do to keep him because he is just making electric plays all over right now for the Steelers. Was he with the Eagles when Kellen was there last season? I would have to look it up. I don't know if he was or not. But that's one player. That's my one I'm going to give right now.
Yeah, I like that
one. Just one.
I mean, the hammer. Here's why I'm not going to talk about the guard. I talk about the guard all the time.
Ben Laketon.
Here's my thing. Okay, if Loomis does go a little crazy, just go a little nuts. You want to get nuts?
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
If he goes nuts, if he threw a bag at Alec Pierce,
talk to me. Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna trip.
Yes, sir.
Is it a little? Might be a little. I don't even think it's irresponsible. Honestly, you going to get a legitimate weapon. He's still young. He's gonna cost a little penny. I don't know how much. Could be
his projected
20s to 30.
No, I don't think he's gonna be 30, bro.
You think he'll get 30?
No, I think he'll get like his projected on Spot Track is 17.5. I think he'll probably get to like 20, 21.
Yeah,
which seems fair. And then so then I'll toss this at you. Let's say you're paying Alec Pierce 21 to 25 annual.
I know where you're going with it, bro.
You're going to be paying Chris Olave 30, at least 30. Listen, if he's going to potentially end the season with 1,200 plus receiving yards and maybe 10 touchdowns, bro.
Amazing, man. His best season.
That he getting 30. I know Saints fans are like, it's going to discuss a lot of Saints fans. It is what it is. Like, the game is the game. So,
21. I was thinking about that. If you brought in Alec Pierce and you paid him 20, you know Chris Olave age and it's like you ain't showing up to no OTA, you ain't showing up to no minicamp, nothing until you get a contract. Period. So that would be like the only hiccup is like you gotta pay two. You gonna have to pay two. It's like, man, look, this is the time you can do it.
And I would say this: even if you paid Alec Pierce $21.5 million a year, I wouldn't even rule out still drafting receivers. Like, because then
hell no.
Then absolutely. you have completely retooled and reworked your wide receiver room from top to bottom. And there's like, and then you have that kind of hierarchy. Then you have Chris Olave, you have Alec Pierce, you have Devon Bailey. Then you could add, it's whether it's a Carnell Tate, whether it's a Malachi Lemon, Jordan Tyson. Then you surround. Then that's flooding
Kobe Lane, Boston, whatever.
You are flooding your quarterback with true weapons.
Bruh, Tyler Shuck would be walking in there. Saints HQ doing the beanie weenie, just like, yeah, like I got weapons, man. I was out here throwing a Kevin Austin. Kevin Austin can't even find him no more. Where you at, Kevin?
Nigga, we saw the Texans draft 2 Iowa State receivers, like, back to back. Last year, the Bears, Caleb Williams, drafted Colston Loveland in round 1, Luther Burton in round 2.
And the year before they took what's his name in the first round? Chicago. Romeo Dunze.
Oh, Romeo Dunze. So we have seen teams build, especially with young quarterbacks. You have to give them weapons to be successful. And that's why I go back to the point that we are seeing Tyler Shuck with his current assortment of weapons since he's played. And he's lifting up that talent. Would you give him like legit weapons?
Look at what New England did, for Drake May going out and getting Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs coming off injury, was a little older, but you gave him like a reliable, great hands, playmaker, smart, that could come in and literally hit the ground running with them. And they continue to develop the guys they already had, like Boutte and all those guys. So, and they drafted like the kid out of Washington State and stuff like that. Like, that's what you do, bro. You got to surround your young quarterback with legitimate weapons, and then you can really see. Not saying you can't evaluate Shuck now, you evaluate him, but then you can see like what's the ceiling. Right now, we're looking at the floor. What's the ceiling? How high can we get with this kid?
And like, I want to mention this. Excuse me. We talked about a little bit, but that schedule next year, especially like the out of conference, or not even out of conference, but just the schedule next year for the Saints is like ridiculously nasty. It is nasty. Gross. Like, if you can sign an Alec Pierce, if you can draft a weapon in the first round, it don't have to be a wide receiver. It could be Jeremiah Love, and then you maybe draft a wide receiver in the second round. But you're going to be facing the Packers next year at home, the Vikings next year at home, the Steelers next year at home, and a team from the AFC West and a team from the NFC West. So either a third place team or a fourth place team, depending on where the Saints end up from those divisions. On the road, you're going to be facing Chicago Bears. I need to beat Dennis Allen next year. The Lions, the Ravens, and a team from the NFC East. I feel more comfortable going into those games with if the team is more stacked with weapons than where they currently are right now.
You got you a chance,
Yes. So Wicked Way said front load Olave and Pierce's deal so you're not paying them as much if you have to pay Shuck if you get to that point. That's just not how the Saints typically operate.
It would be smart, like with the way that their projected cap is supposed to work out, it will make so much sense if they did the reverse of what they used to do. Where they just take all this money and move it. Like get the money out the way. Like get the money out the way, the cap hits and all that stuff. Because they usually like to have very small cap hits, but pay a lot of cash to where they have to account for their cash later. I would account for the cap hits now in 2026. 2027. And then you're good to go. And that's how you're supposed to build. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you're supposed to build because now you have like room going forward and stuff like that. And then I'm not even talking about like a shuck extent. Like let's slow down. Like we extended shuck. Like we ain't even close to there yet. Like, let's chill. Pump the brakes a little bit. Already playing like
Wolf. They were talking about it in the Zoom after year 2. It was. I was like, what am I listening to right now?
I don't even think you could start talking extension until after year 3. I think.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think it's the 3rd year.
Mm-hmm.
So like we just don't have to worry about that right now. Like it ball out. He's a guaranteed contract. It's pennies on the dollar. But just enjoy it. Like enjoy the fruits of it.
I'm not doing this to like bring up his age, but man, it's going to be a little while to think that like after year 3 he's going to be like the same age that Joe Burrow is like right now.
I know. It's crazy, right? He's gonna be like what 29, 30? Like
he'll be 29, 30, I believe, when his rookie deal is over.
That's crazy. But you know what? Like, man, like as much as we talk about his age, I really think it really has helped him. You
Absolutely.
know what I'm saying? I think
you can see
it really has helped him. Yeah. Just the maturity standpoint. I know he talked about it in the article. I think it was on NOF. He talked about how when he was a younger player, he just kind of did what the coaches told him to do and, just shut up and do my job. Where now he's like, he speaks up more. Like, I want to do this. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. I don't like this route. I like. So he speaks up more. He has this kind of natural leadership because he's older. He's seen a lot and stuff like that. So I think it really has helped him, the age part. It's just my only word with him right now is like, bro, getting beat up already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's such a worry for me, Wolf. Such a worry for me.
And he playing through it. Like, he tough. He tough little dude, but
he is, man.
You don't want to see that, period. Especially someone who has had like really drastic injuries in his career,
Yeah, it is. It's a worry of mine and something on my radar. Dante said he's so poised. Yeah, he is
very poised.
Extremely poised.
His throws when he's like hitting that back foot and he knows where he's going and the timing is right and the anticipation before guys coming out, they break. Oh man, that stuff looks so good, bro. Like it looks so good because it's like it's how it's supposed to look. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how football is supposed to look.
I'll answer one more question from the chat and then we'll take our break. Justin asks, also thoughts on Breece Hall? I'm good. No thanks. No thanks.
And they talking about like $10 million a year. I'm like, ugh.
I'd rather draft Jeremiah Love at like 8 through 12 than invest $10 million.
May as well just go draft Jeremiah or whatever. Look, if I'm signing running back, I'm printing up that little Mark Ingram, Latavius Murray, Jamal Williams contract at 14, 15 million over 4 years or whatever.
16 over 4, bro. 16 over 4.
Not putting no name on it or nothing. I'm printing it out. Who wants it? Come and get it. Get it.
The Joker scene in The Dark Knight. got one spot left. Saints Full Circle Podcast said happy holidays, fellas. Happy holidays to y'all, sincerely.
Shout out to Saints Full Circle.
We're going to take our first and only break of the show, and we're going to come back previewing Saints Titans Week 17. We'll be right back after this break.
Yo, what up, Wolf? What are you looking at?
Man, I'm checking out this website. This site is cheeks, bro.
In 2025? How do you have a crappy website? Couldn't be me.
They need to hit up our guy Bijan with Precious Works. Precious Works offers to not only build you a website that's tailored to you and your customers' needs, but also to continue to manage and maintain it so you can focus on your business. Don't have much time? Precious Works is just what you need. No out-of-the-box stuff like Squarespace or Wix. Precious Works will create a site for you. You won't have to worry about plugin updates, security, or things like that because Precious Works will maintain all of that and be available to you 24/7. Bijan set up Saints Block Party podcast website for us a few years ago and hit it out the park. He also keeps it up to date and helps us anytime we want to add something new like a form or prospect matching tool that we did for the NFL draft. It's like having your own personal developer just a text or a call away. Precious Works has worked with everyone from small businesses to large firms, so no job is too big or too small. If you're in the need of a website or you currently have one, but you want to upgrade it, give Bijan a holler at Precious Works. You can get with him at Bijan at Precious Works, BIJON at precious.works, or go to precious.works for his website. Make sure to tell him Saints Block Party sent you.
Drinking and driving is a decision that will change your whole world. Things will never be the same once you get a DUI, because legal fees and time in court are just the beginning. Getting into a crash is another way your world could be irreversibly changed after drinking and driving. Your vehicle may not be the only thing that gets damaged in that crash. You could face a life-altering injury or even death. But you're not the only one who could face those consequences. Your decision to drink and drive could permanently change someone else's world, whether you injure them or leave their loved ones grieving. The next time you're out drinking, call a rideshare, a taxi, a sober friend, or a designated sober driver. Always plan for a safe ride home. The only decision that'll change your world for the better is the decision to call for a sober ride. It's never worth it to drive drunk. Don't risk it. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
We are back. Let's talk Saints Titans. I have a mini hot take. We have 40 concurrent viewers on right now, 72 views. Thank y'all for tuning in this late Tuesday night. Excuse me. I have a hot take for this game.
Oh, yeah?
This is going to be the most talented quarterback the Saints have faced since they've gone on a run. And I know people are going to say, oh, but they faced Baker Mayfield. Well, Baker Mayfield has been complete ass these last 6-7 games. Baker Mayfield was actually honestly ass in the Rattler game as well. Like he wasn't good in that game. People will say Bryce Young, for whatever reason, the Saints are Bryce Young's kryptonite. He's 1-5 against the Saints. So anytime he plays the Saints, he plays like ass. They play Brady Cook, Tua, like so. Who's now benched? Not only is he benched, he's like third string emergency quarterback.
Out of here.
So in terms of just a pure talent, Cam Ward is the most talented quarterback that they have faced since they have gone on this run. I am so excited to see the Cam Ward versus Brandon Staley matchup. Ooh. Now, that Titans offensive line, dog shit. That shit is gross, Wolf.
Gross, bro. Gross.
Gross. Like
Chase Young, Chase Young, bro. Eat, bro. Eat.
And I would like to see them because JC Latham is such an like a just black hole and just rotating door on their O-line, and he plays right tackle. I would like to see them switch up and put Chase Young on Latham's side and just let him go.
Yeah.
Not the whole game, but on different series, like switch it up, put Cam on the left side,
like San Francisco was doing with Bosa.
Yes,
it was just running a train on Ruiz. Ruiz, let me get some of that 51.
Well, Ruiz, they put him on Banks a little bit, like
move him.
Just go play the matchups. That's what I want to see. One thing that does worry me a little bit about this game defensively is as not good as the Titans offensive line has been in terms of pass protection. They have been getting a little jiggy in the run blocking lately. You've seen Tajay Spears get some life to him. You've seen Tony Pollard, former Cowboys running back, get some life to him. So for a team like the Saints who has struggled some in stopping the run, I think about that. You know, Carolina went on a drive when they played them recently where they pretty much just ran the ball like up, like down their throats that led to a touchdown. That's something Brandon said he's going to have to come correct with in shutting down.
Yeah. And look, man, like the Saints have been a little better against the run the past couple of weeks.
They have been.
Like I know the Jets are trash, but like they couldn't do anything really great in the run game, even with Breece Hall. So that's a positive to see. But look, Pollard and Spears, they're averaging 4.5 yards a carry. But it's all about Cam Ward, bro. Like, the run game, yes, it's Cam Ward. The thing about Cam Ward is he can do some of the things that Caleb Williams does when, like, he will make some throws that is like Patrick Mahomes, early Patrick Mahomes, when he had first hit the scene where it's like, what do you do? Like, what you do? just gotta throw your hands up because he's a very, very talented thrower, man. So I'm looking forward to this game, man. It's gonna be kind of young buck. You got remember they went at it in college. Tyler Shuckin, it was like a 52 versus 40 something game. It's gonna be interesting to see them. Yeah, it's gonna be something to see them sling it. But like you said, the Brandon Staley matchup is what I'm really interested because when Cam goes out of structure, which he will, he will like buy time and throw across his body to the other side of the field into the end zone. He don't care, and a lot of sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't because he don't have much of anything as far as like weapons and stuff either. So, Saints just gonna have to like stick to their guy. They're going to cover for like 4 or 5 minutes sometimes. 4 or 5 seconds. And just hope it doesn't work, and really like you talked about, get pressure him, get after him, abuse him as much as possible. But the thing about Cam Ward, bro, he just keep coming. He just keep on. Man. Like I watch him and they look cheeks, but he's just like, he doesn't get to that point where he's like, where he looks like he's just crumbling. Like he keeps on firing. So it's going to be an interesting matchup.
It is. This is a matchup. I worry to say this, but like, you really need Alante's athleticism.
You starting off a sentence where we really need Alante?
His athleticism is going to be key in this game, bro. Like it really is. Him, and this is a game, honestly, like they need to put Stutzman out there from the starting defensive series of the game. Because there were some plays that if you go back and you watch that Jets game, when the Saints were on defense, Pete Warner he was so slow to some of those plays, bro. Like it looked like he was running in molasses. And I get it. Danny Stutzman's probably going to make some mistakes. He's a rookie. That's going to happen. But in a game like this, just his speed and athleticism can really help you against a quarterback like Cam Ward.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They just need to get the speed out there, man. Like somebody like Stutzman, he could give you that. I was looking like, damn, Alec Manor, he's their leading wide receiver.
Yeah, bro. It's
That's dire. Crazy.
It is dire.
That's crazy. I liked him too, but like, damn, I didn't.
Yeah,
you don't want to be a leading wide receiver.
No. And then like their second leading wide receiver, I looked it up on our lads. I believe it's probably a DK who's also a rookie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Both drafted in the fourth round.
I'm sorry, Alec is the second leading wide receiver. I'm sorry. Gunnar Helm, he has 356 yards, so he's Gunnar Helm is looking good. They're tight end. Yep. So they got a little something to work with. Don't let them go off. You know what I'm saying? Like don't let them what we've happened to us the last couple of weeks. Don't let them catch that fire. You know what I'm saying? Like stop that shit out. Stop it out right now.
Fast, bro. Fast. Anything else? Defensively. In this game, I'm going to be very interested to see what Brandon Staley calls. Like, is he going to call more like cover 3, or is he going to let the defense play more man? I would lean to guess more zone, because then the defense's eyes is on Cam Ward instead of man coverage. But they played surprisingly quite a bit of man against Buffalo, and when he started playing more man against Buffalo, they started shutting the Bills, offense down, and that's how Jonas Sinker got that interception when they were playing man. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do.
Nah, I mean, from what I understand, their stats, like the defensive stats, when they're in man coverage, are really good. They just don't play a ton of it.
Right.
I have a theory that they should play more, but I don't know. That's just me, bro. I'm a man coverage.
Me too, bro.
I'm just a man coverage guy, bro. That's just where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? But I can't argue with what Staley's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like he's running a lot of cover 3, cover 4 looks and disguises and all kind of stuff. So that's what defenses are doing these days, and it's working. So I can't complain about it. But like make it hard for Cam, bro. Like make it hard. Don't let him just hit his back foot and get the ball out. Like make him have to work for it. He's gonna get his plays, and I just hard to see like there will be some plays where it's just like whoop, damn. Yep. But you just don't want it to get to the point where they're running away with it.
So let's flip it over. Talk about Saints on offense, Titans on defense. One thing about this game that terrifies me, the offense could get wrecked very quickly.
Know where you going, bro?
He wears a red arm sleeve on his arm. He's an all-pro. Probably, I would say he's the best defensive tackle in football this year. Is Jeffrey Simmons. Even though the Titans have not been good, he has been like when we thought we were like in the mix for the number 1 overall pick, like we would put Red Zone on in our Zoom as we watch it. And every time, and when we put on the Titans, I should say not Red Zone, we put on the Titans game. And every time I switch over to the Titans game, Jeffrey Simmons is out there making a ridiculous play. Like just blowing shit the fuck up. And it's such a worry because you have Luke Faulkner, who's a backup center. You have Ray Duns, who he knows Ray Duns because he used to be a former Titan. So that is going to be a disaster.
Lord.
Think
about that one.
You have William Sherman, who's a backup to Reese, which
he wasn't even on a team, a couple of months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like
that is like if there's an upset that could happen, it would start with that. And Kellen has to have a plan for Jeffrey Simmons. He has to have a plan.
Absolutely. And look, the interior is just lunch, man. Like there's no way to like cover it up or hide it. It's just even against the Jets I was watching, they was getting their lunch took a couple of times in the middle. I didn't even know who the defensive tackles was they was going against, but they was taking their lunch.
Now switch that out with
Jeffrey Simmons, bro.
My God,
like give me some rollouts, some naked boots, some get him off the spot. You know what I'm saying? Get the ball out quick, stuff like that, bro. Because he coming. Like, there's no question about it. He is coming up that middle, and that's not that killing chips and helps a lot, but like you can't even really do that with the middle because all you can do is like try to double team. But shit, man, these dudes be splitting them double teams so easily.
So quick, bro.
Duns is just not a good player. He's a backup at best. Fortner does his job. He's a solid player.
He is.
And Sherman be out there battling, bro. I give him credit. He be out there like battling his butt off, but he's a backup. So it's an interior full of backups going against an all-pro defensive tackle who's having his best season. Like, so that's the match. That is the matchup.
Right there,
that is the matchup. So Kelly going to get creative. Like, he's going to find some ways.
I don't want no runs up the middle, Bruss. If he calling runs up the middle, but I'm gonna be irate. I want outside runs to behind 71 and behind 75. That's it. I don't want nothing up the middle, Wolf. I'm nothing. I was also looking like at the Titans defense. Aside from Jeffrey Simmons, T'Vondre Sweat, who they drafted last year from Texas, is another really good defensive tackle. One of their edges is Arden Key, giving flashbacks to Trevor Penning.
Don't let him go off.
Trevor Penning. I have more confidence in Kelvin Banks going against him than Trevor Penning.
And Kelvin, look, I just want to put out there, Kelvin Banks played fine against the Jets. I know. I saw a lot of tweets, people worried, like, man, Kelvin Banks was getting cooked all day versus the Jets. He wasn't getting cooked all day. He had like 2 or 3 bad snaps. He really did. Like, one really bad one, like where Will McDonald hit that spin move on and put him on his ass. It was a bad play. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It happens. Like, it happens in the NFL. But other than that, like, he did fine versus the Jets. He played well. Like, he played fine. So, no worries about Kelvin Banks Jr. Like, I know people were a little worried. Don't worry. He's still good. I think he should be able to handle RG. But you never know. Like, you never know, man.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes those be the matchups that get you. Like,
yep.
Be a little guy you ain't really worried about. He has one moves that just tears your ass up. It's like, oh.
I'm looking at this Titans defense, especially their secondary. Which is funny to say because it's like, man, like we don't really have, besides Chris Olave, like we don't feel like the Saints have a lot on the outside weapon. Like every time like Mason Tipton caught a pass, I was just like, but this is a secondary that can be attacked. It absolutely can be attacked with protection. The key part of that is the protection piece.
Yeah.
And you're going to be missing. They're going to be missing Foster Monroe. So I don't know if Mitchell, what's his name, Mitchell, whatever, the tight end.
I think he hurt too. Shit.
Yeah, that's right. I think he was. So
tough sledding out, chill, boy.
I don't know, Wolf. Like the thing that worries me about this Titans defense is that I remember watching them play against the Chargers, and they went up on them in the first quarter and looked like they were potentially going to upset them. They're just feisty. Like they can be an annoying defense. Like I think they had a pick six in that game against Justin Herbert. So I just want the expectation for Saint. Like they're not the Jets type of defense where the Jets defense is just like like it was just bad.
Yeah,
like
man,
this.
Chris Olave was just taking. Like Chris Olave could have easily had like 200 something yards like in that game easily if they really wanted to.
Like he was going off, but this Titans defense is going to be more feisty, and the matchup to watch is Jeffrey Simmons and the offensive scheme of how to neutralize him and essentially how to keep him from taking over the game.
Yeah,
I'm going to be very fascinated to see what the offensive game plan is for that because the pressure. I don't expect there to be like at least a lot of outside pressure from the Titans, but that interior pressure is going to be an issue, and I'm just very curious to see how Kellen counteracts that interior pressure.
And the interior pressure is the key, bro, because, I mean, what do quarterbacks do? They want to move up because obviously tackles are going to bring it around the edge, so you want to have at least a little space to just move up a little bit. And what you see a lot is what defenses they'll blitz a guy on the inside and the outside to kind of like force you to kind of make a decision. It's tough, man. It's tough. So I just think they need to stick to what they was doing as far as like getting the ball out. You know, those 3-step drops, quick, get the ball out, and some like naked boots, some rollouts to the right or stuff like that Shuck's comfortable with. That's the only way, man, because Simmons can't really wreck this game plan. He really can't. Man. And running the ball, we can't run the ball, man. Like, I mean, we did okay versus the Jets. You had to take some runs. You had a couple nice runs. Estime is playing, really well. But that's going to be more to just temper the pass rush. Like, because you don't want to throw 50 times against Jeffrey Simmons. Like, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's to keep the defense honest probably more than anything.
We're in Tennessee. Keep forgetting that.
Last 2 games are both on the road. So Tennessee this week, and then in Atlanta to finish the season.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating game.
It's a very interesting. Like I think a lot of Saints fans would just say that it's Titans, it's a win, and I get that. I get why that would be, but I just would preface this by saying like it's going to be, this is to me is going to be a game where it would not shock me at all that this game is closer for longer periods of time than most people would anticipate.
No question. And I mean, if you watch the Saints game lately, it's not like the Saints jump out ahead quick. Like I don't know what it is. They just struggle early, bro. They struggle early. I don't know why. Like Shuck, like he's a little up and down early. The offense is up and down early. There's something always happens, a fumble or like a bad penalty or somebody drops a ball. Something, man. Like it's just never clean early. Like I don't understand why it works like that. It would be really nice if they could just like score 7 points on the first drive. I mean, I know we did recently, but like do it again, man. Like it just makes the game much more easier.
It does.
So if they mess around and start slow again, and then Cam come out on fire, and next thing you know is like 10-3 going into the second half. It's like, oh Lord, here we go with this again.
And then did you or someone in the Discord said like if they lost to the Titans, like they wouldn't potentially even improve their draft position? Bruh, that'd be the worst, bruh.
I think so. If my math is correct, I think we'll just stay at 8.
Bruh.
The Titans will move down, but I think we just stay at 8.
Nigga, I'd be so disgusted, Wolf. I'd be so disgusted. So disgusted, bro. Oh, I'd be hot. I'd be fucking hot, Wolf. Like, you telling me we couldn't even jump up to like 7? Oh, bro. Oh, my God. Justin Cash asked, does Cam Jordan get another 2 sacks this week? Man, he's going against Latham, bro. Like, I think he can get another 2 sacks this week. I think he can. That's how bad.
Sinners, boy.
That's how bad Latham is, bro.
Like Cam really gonna hit double-digit sacks this year, bro. I never would have guessed that he would hit that this year.
Dante said, "All that snow in Nashville." Yes, all right, bro. All right. All right.
Wayne gonna be at the game. Shout out to Wayne.
Shout out to Wayne. If this game was like not after Christmas and everything, it was a game. Like it's always been one of my bucket lists to go to Nashville. But like just how where the game like fell in the schedule, like it just didn't work out. But who do you have winning on Sunday? Do you have the Saints going? I think the Saints are favored. I think it's 5.5. When I look, 5.5 points.
Whoa! Wow.
Hold on. Let me double check. I'll make sure I'm not lying. Oh, I lied. There are 2.5 to 3 point favorites over the Titans.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah,
that makes more sense. I think the Saints win though, bro. I think they're gonna get the dub.
Oh,
but like you said, it's gonna be 4 in a row, bro. I think we get that 4th win. I just think we on that run, bro. Can't look back now.
I think they win 2. Then they get 4 in a row. Putting them at 6 and 10.
Damn.
And potentially having the season closer to potentially get them to 7 and 10.
Ooh. That Falcons game gonna be something because you get a chance to just put that into the clip into the Falcons the end of the year. Maybe they get rid of Raheem and Terry. And I don't care what nobody. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm very excited for that Falcons game because that is going to be the toughest defense that Shudder's faced in this stretch. Because the toughest defenses he's faced have essentially been obviously the Rams in his first start, and then the Falcons game, and Falcons game, like that first Falcons game, like after that bye, the offense played terribly. That was
the whole Taysom red zone stuff and all that.
It was terrible. And then the first half of the Dolphins game. So I'm going to be very fascinated to see the growth in Shuck going against that Falcons defense the second time.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm really wanting to see in that Falcons game. But we'll talk about that next week. But
that's next week. But Titans now, bro. Boy, ain't nobody watching that game. It's gonna be Titans fans and Saints fans.
Saints fans, nigga. That's it. Just pure sickos, bro. Just watching. It's funny though because like the way the Saints are playing, bro, we can't even say ass off anymore, bro. We about to almost win 4 games in a row. It's not an ass off anymore.
That's crazy, man. That is just insane, bro. Insane. From the way this season started.
And just another reason why it never the notion that we wanted the team to lose never made sense. When we do recap pods now, like the numbers we do for our recap pods are some of the best numbers we've done since we've started doing like consistent shows on like YouTube.
Yeah, no question, man. I appreciate y'all that do turn in like that's huge for us, and that's why I'm cool with it. If we winning, I'm cool with it, man. I love the vibes. I love the good vibes.
Love it. Tony said maybe a handful of true gambling sickos will tune in too. Yeah, that could be that.
Yep.
True degenerates, bro. True degenerates. Oh, I made this parlay on this Saints Titans game. I need Gunnar Ham to give me 50 yards. All right, sicko, get help.
Yo, sick. Get help.
Get help, please. Anyhow,
you got Charles Davis on the call.
Yes.
Oh, Charles.
Yes. Fucking A. Oh, what kind of question is this? Justin Cash asks Lisa Ann or Sarah J. Who I got? Easily Lisa Ann. Like easily.
Lisa Ann.
Lisa Ann,
goat. Like goats right there.
Anyway, that's a whole nother podcast. Maybe an off-season edition. That's like Patreon only. We couldn't put that on.
Greatest
that shit
clips ever.
Anyway, we appreciate y'all tuning in on Christmas Eve. We hope y'all have a wonderful Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Hope you have happy holidays with your family and, cherish the time together and all that. And enjoy it. Enjoy the time and just make beautiful moments. Everyone who tunes in, anyone who tuned in to this live stream or, watches this video later or, listens to the audio version later, we truly appreciate the support. We love y'all and know that we see it. Like the numbers are very apparent to us. We see y'all tuning in, and we truly, truly appreciate it. So we'll be back on Sunday. We'll have the Zoom live stream for all Patreons, patreon.com/Saints Block Party. If you're not a Patreon, you can tune into the live stream on YouTube. We'll have that going. And then Sunday after the game, we're going to do the recap podcast of Saints Titans of Week 17. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. And with that, we are out.
Peace.